Welcome back to Noka Media, your source for Northern Ontario homegrown media content.
We got to Energy Court just on time to see this ambulance leaving. There was another one parked right here too. But this is Energy Court in April, and it's raining. So this guy's like picking at the ice because his tent's frozen in place. So are you trying to lift up the tent? Is that what you're trying to do right now?
No, basically, we're the only tent that did this. I did this for a reason because I left this like inch ice on there.
Okay.
Solid ice, and basically all the water.
Oh no, you just lost your pepper ice.
Anyways, the water sits in here and I can't actually
Here's-
make it
here's a
high
backup.
in my tent.
Here's a backup.
So it gives me time to, kind of flush it out.
Yeah, I get it.
Like a mulch almost all the way around the tent.
Yeah, if you don't do that, it's going to get worse.
Yeah, see how it's sunken in? There's no pores in this tent. So basically, all these people that are like that, the water's melting on whoop, underneath it. And it's got no.
Be the worst part of it, where like even if it's not that cold, if you're not able to stay dry and you're all wet, then shit gets bad. Like look at it, frozen everywhere. So this guy is saying that the Bylaws showed up this morning and like picked up all the kindling.
See the nails?
Oh yeah, that's got nails in it. That's not clean.
Kindling. He said because it's got nails in it. I said that's the most retarded bylaw. If that gets wet, how the fuck am I supposed to?
Yeah, now they can't light the fire anymore. I see what they mean by safety issues, but then they say that and then they leave a bunch of it here. So if it's a safety issue that has nails in it, grab it all. Yeah, they've got quite a bit of pieces in it.
Safety issue. How do you keep that going with no fucking kindling and just cardboard? They wrap it. So again, now we can't keep this all warm.
And it's raining. Is that fire going right now? There's no way they're going to be able to get it going.
It's going very cool.
It's smoldering a little bit. Let's go check it out actually. So, see, watch. So get that out of the way so no one steps on it.
That is dangerous. I understand what they mean.
Did someone build a road with these? Is that what they're trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay, I see smoke, so it's like it's lit. We gotta feed that thing, but then if you try to feed it that wet wood, it'll basically drown it out.
Right? Exactly. So that's why we brought on that small one. That big pile of
Yeah,
small
to get it
wood.
going, then they took it away.
Comes and takes
What
it.
if you like start grabbing some of that wet wood and like put it around this? Will it dry it out, or is that a fire risk? That's usually what you do. Yeah.
But when it takes time to start it,
Yeah.
that's where the small wood came in, right?
That's the biggest problem is starting.
Yeah.
Once you have a coal bed in there.
So yeah, once you got the coal bed, it's going. So if you guys are hearing this, sometimes wood that they need is like kindling, small starter wood rather than the big logs.
So see, we have it roughly 20 feet. You can't have anything flammable 20 feet within the fire pit.
So that's their little bylaw. So about 20 feet away from the plot.
Yep.
That's not a bad idea though.
Well,
It keeps it safe.
One fire pit. Oh, come on.
That's something that I've complained about before. Why are you not allowing 2 or 3 barrels so that they can split them out a little bit?
You get 20, even just 15 people.
Yeah, the last time we were here and recording it, I think it was 5 that I counted. There's 5 people around the barrel, and if you wanted to get to the barrel, you were basically gonna have to like kind of shove someone out of the way and get to it.
Fighting, right?
Yeah. So that just creates it creates I work with reptiles a lot, right? And if you know how reptiles work, when you put a group together, they're gonna fight for the basking spot, the hot spot, and it's the dominant one that's gonna get it, and everyone else is gonna get pushed away. That's the kind of social situation it creates, because you're not even allowed to have your own. Because if you found your own barrel, why couldn't you set it up by your tent over there?
It's 20 feet away.
Yeah. We'll talk to them, because I know for a while they were trying to stop the fire. Oh, watch me when I talk to them. When I talk to them, they kind of listen.
I almost told Mom this morning, I said, why are you taking the kid like because it's got nails? That's big wood.
See,
Well, it's good wood, bro.
see,
I said, what did you say to me?
an extra step, right? If they're really worried about the safety, come here, take the nails out. It's work, but at least the wood is usable now, rather than taking the resource away because you see a safety issue. Like, there's other ways to take care of that safety issue.
Like, and this is a big problem.
And I'm guessing there probably wasn't nails in every single piece either. They could have picked through them and took some of them out and then left the ones that were fine there. They didn't even look at it, they just grabbed it all and shoved it in the trailer.
I said, so just get, why don't you bring me a couple hammers and get my brother in fucking hour?
Yeah, you guys could have taken it out too. That's another thing. They could have just brought the tools and you guys would have been able to take it out.
But they didn't even want to negotiate or nothing.
No.
Okay,
Yeah, that we've seen. It's once the decision's been made from up high and they tell them to go do this, there's no negotiation now. They've been told to come do this, and they're exactly who makes that decision and how do we speak to them. That's in the township. The fire bylaws is the firefighter service guy. I know who that is, but it's not the only bylaw in play either.
See how it's got snow around it?
Yeah.
A little bit of water in there. These come with no floor, but technically because they're like that, you know, it's mine. I shoveled snow away from it. That if they have heat in there, it's cold. So now their tents are full of water.
Yeah, because now the water is sinking into it. Yeah.
This one, they just flushed all the water. It's cold. And you can't put your tent on skids.
Yeah, I know they stop that and they'll come take them away. Because putting a tent on skids would at least raise it from the ground, and your water would go underneath it.
100%. I have 2 skids in mine, so mine has a little bit of water in there. Might have 3-4 inches on.
But I know what these otter things are. I've seen them before. I've seen them when they brought them to the day that they brought them. And like you said, there's no floor. That's just a top covered tent. There's nothing at the bottom whatsoever.
$700 to $1,000 tent like that as well.
But again, so all this water in the tent, how is that good for health? That brings damage.
No, it's not. That's what I was saying to him earlier. It's even if it's not that cold, if you can't stay dry, being wet, that's what makes you sick. That's what makes things go bad.
Well, the dampness. You can't stay dry because the water burns.
Then what about your stuff? Like I see you got a bag of stuff there. Everything gets wet. And then how can you dry it out?
Stay damp.
I know that we were seeing where people were complaining that like basically truckloads of clothes and blankets were getting thrown in the garbage bin because they had gotten wet, and now they were like wet, dirty, frozen, and they couldn't dry them or do anything, so they're just getting thrown out.
We can't wash them. What do you do with that?
I've been in there a few times. There's nothing in there. There's a bathroom.
No,
But why not put a small washer and dryer there and let people do some of the stuff?
This place, you can't be any more grateful than having this place here, because they do the best they can.
Yeah.
For most of the time, you go in there and ask them what they do. They have coffee all the time. It's open almost 24 hours a day.
For now, right? In May, it's going down to 8 hours.
So, well, I think
it's still 8 hours.
It still gives people.
I think they're gonna keep it 24 hours from what I.
Yeah, people have been complaining. Well, at least into the summer, right? May. We ended up shutting off the video here, but the conversation kept going for another 10-15 minutes with these twins. You could tell they're very aware of their situation, the surroundings, and they're trying to work to help it a little bit. We got to talking to several different types of housing options, but also just the housing system itself.
where there's a clear lack of housing. And there are people spending 2+ years on the waiting list, and that includes people who have children spending 2+ years on waiting lists for housing because there is no housing available.
And as we're getting ready to leave, another ambulance shows up. Yeah, they're gonna be grabbing somebody. So is that person already waiting at the road for them? You can grab the snack bags from my pockets. I know what's left. I think I got one there.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you have a story or event you would like to see featured on this channel, just send us an email at nocaudits@gmail.com.